What you got there, Rick?
Got a good one.
Huh? You got a good one, son. Ah, yes, sir. Hey, well, that's what's happening in my world. We're out on Lake. We're on Headwaters Lake, and we're with Rick Mygatt. And we got a story to tell them. In fact, on your phone, we're going to show them a picture of a fish that you caught yesterday. He caught his personal best. And how big was it?
10.5 pounds.
10.5 pounds. And Rick's been down here 4 times. We caught a big 10-pounder the first trip on another lake.
Correct.
But I caught it, and you didn't catch it.
Right.
And then you caught an 8-pounder, and then your son caught a 7. But that one yesterday was a 10.8. It was the biggest one you've ever caught.
That's right.
And we got pictures of it on the phone.
Yep.
But in the meantime, let's go ahead and release that one. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a good one. Now, also, I think you got one in the live well.
Yep.
Go ahead and throw it back. You just caught it about 2 minutes ago. He caught another pretty big one. You're going to throw it back. This is all catch and release deal in here. We put them in there just to make sure that they're going to live all right. But anyway, and while I'm talking about it, we're fishing shiners today, and it's funny, we're fishing artificials as well. We're not doing very good with artificial, are we? That's a good one. What's that? That's a 5-pounder.
That's a 5.
That's a good 5. He caught a 7 today also.
Yes.
And he's caught up a 7. That's a pretty good one. Hey, Rick, if you could, on your camera, see if you can't get that picture up of the fish that you caught, because it's really, really a big one. It's a 10.5 pounder, folks. And I'll tell you what, it's really, really tough down here in any place in Florida to catch a 10-pound fish today. And you notice where we're fishing. We're at the northern end of the lake, and this is like a little lily pad. And the neat thing about it, we came in here at 3 o'clock yesterday. And okay, look at the time today. Okay, this is the time. It's 3:15 right now. It's 3:15. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that picture. Can you see that? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at Rick's big fish. Oh my God. That's a 10.5 pounder. Oh, son. And that's the one yesterday. Yeah, there's a picture of you and I holding it too.
Yes.
Together. Anyway, that's a big one. And then came in here exactly the same time and exactly the same place. I think that's the one. Look at that fish. There, look at that. There, to get your hand out. Oh, look at that big thing. Oh, look at son. That's a big old fish. Oh man alive, that thing is just gigantic. That's a big fish. But anyway, what happened today was we put the same rod. You got in the boat in exactly the same position.
Same spot.
We threw in at the same spot. And what happened?
There was a monster. Hit it again.
I'm thinking. I'm not sure it wasn't bigger than the one yesterday.
It very well could have been.
It could have been bigger than the one yesterday. It was 10.5. Was caught right there, and today another one that big or bigger just smashed it, just ran up underneath those hyacinths and just tore us all up. What do you think of this place down here?
It's awesome. It's awesome. The guide's awesome too.
Yeah.
Good time.
Well, you know, we catch our own shiners. One thing I provide, like right now we got plenty of bait. Some of the bait are dead. We've been using them, and we're kind of low on bait. It's late in the afternoon. We got enough bait to finish out today. We got enough big shiners to kind of keep going for the really big ones. But yesterday we had about the same exact day today.
Yep. Not
much different, except we lost the big one.
That's right. That's the only difference. The only difference. Yeah.
We caught some 5s, and you got a 7. You had a 7 yesterday.
Yep.
Had a 7 today, and we changed up a little bit today. We went to some lily pads.
Right, lily pad holes.
And that was a good spot.
Yeah,
we had a spot. We caught about a dozen fish out of lily pad, and several 5 and 6 and even a 7-pound bass.
Yep.
And then we started back again in these hyacinth clump areas. You notice what you're looking at right now. It's just a little open pond way in the back of the lake here, and it's kind of open water. See, there's a lot of hydrilla everywhere, but you got to find these little places that are open with no hydrilla, and that's kind of what we have right here, just no hydrilla. But anyway, the other part of the week, you know, we're talking about what's happening in Roland. This is the 3rd week, or actually the 4th week of January.
Correct.
And it was a full moon yesterday. It was a full moon. The water temperature is real nice and warm. And if you notice, I don't know if this thing's even right, but according to this thing, it says it's 77 degrees. I don't know if that's even right. I think it's 7?
No, I don't think it's that warm.
I don't think it's quite 77 degrees. But anyway, the water's warm. It's the warmest water we've found, and there's fish spawning in here. And so that's really a big part of this whole game, is finding good spawner water like this. And it's full moon is when they spawn. It's full moon
Right.
in January. They spawn the new moon, the full moon, and we saw a big one on a bed yesterday.
Yes.
We didn't see anything much today. It was kind of a half spawn. It was not the really big giant spawn that we often have. But if you would, see, Rick, I'm just gonna talk to the camera just a second. If you could kind of hold it, don't put your hand there. See where my hand is.
Yeah.
You don't want to shut it off. See, it's counting numbers.
Okay.
The numbers are still counting, right?
Yes.
Okay, mountains are okay. Hold it level. The numbers are still making numbers. Okay. Yep. I'm just going to go to a little over 8 minutes, and then we're going to shut it off. But this week I had a real bad chest congestion. Just kind of straighten it up a little bit. A real bad chest congestion, and I've been taking antibiotics. In fact, I have a whole big thing. I didn't know I was going to be able to fish yesterday with Rick, because I'm taking this Z-Pack. And so anyway, I'm over it. I don't have any fever anymore. My cold's gone. I was up in North Carolina with David Fritz and those guys, and we did a big store promotion at the Angler's Choice Marina. And anyway, that was all a big deal. And so that's kind of where I'm going. Again, I'll be going up north again for some Bass Pro Shop stuff. But anyway, I was sick and I didn't get a chance to fish. But now I'm well again. We caught a 10-pound bass yesterday. We missed another 10-pound bass today. Caught a whole bunch more bass, and so that's kind of what the story is right now. It's really been good. So anyway, folks, let's see what I guess. Yeah, what are we doing here? We stopped it. No, it's still going.
Yeah, I can say it's still going.
It's still going. Okay, it's still going.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in good shape. Yeah, it's only 7 minutes or 8 minutes of video, but that's what's happening. It's been kind of a tough week for me. Because I was so sick, I really had a time. Now you're from Kansas City,
correct?
And so you're used to 20-degree weather.
No,
10-degree weather.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it's like. It was 5 below when I left up there.
5 below.
Yeah.
Now you're a big Kansas City Chief fan, and I know you're ready for the big game this weekend.
Yeah.
So that's going to be something. Now, you've never met Mahomes or any of those.
No. Right? I'm not close friends with them guys yet. Yeah, that maybe one day.
Well, now you worked for the railroad for years.
Yeah, Kansas City Southern, 40 years.
40 years.
Yeah.
And so what'd you do there? What kind of thing?
Director of Mechanical Midwest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My territory went from Kansas City to Shreveport, and from Kansas City to East St. Louis.
Oh wow, that's good. I know I used to work with Harold Sharp. He was our Bass in the BASS group, and he was the tournament director, and he worked for Southern Railroad.
Yeah.
And every time we'd see a railway anywhere in the country, go up and down the mountains, he'd explain what kind of engine it was, what kind of track it was, what kind of grade it was. Everything about it was. And every rail line has a different kind of.
It gets in your blood. Yeah.
So anyway, it was really fascinating. Anyway, Rick, I want to thank you for a great day so far. We missed that big one today. Yep. But you caught that big trophy yesterday. That trophy of a lifetime.
Got her done.
10-pound bass. You're talking about a good fish, folks. Hey, that's what it's all about. And that's what's happening in my world. That's what happened. Hey, hit that likes button. We've shown you a little bit about some good shiner fishing here on Headwaters Lake. And so come on down. We'll see you again soon. And thanks for watching.